it really determines a lot of the team's kind of confidence and success. And NC State coming out probably had the toughest early schedule when they've had a stretch there where I think they played maybe the 3 ranked teams in a row, and then they had Duke down 20 and let that one slip away. But any team that can get Duke down 20 is a very good basketball team. And we were very respectful of them coming in this game and their scores. We don't like to give up 77 points on our own home court, but they can really score. And they're a very threatening, dangerous team. So I'm sitting up here, last 4 minutes of the ball game, added some years took some years away from my life, I believe. Our free throw shooting took a couple more years away from my life, so it's a good thing I've got good genes, because now I'll just live to 100 instead of 115, I guess. But scary ending there, and we didn't execute well at all. But when this particular team, certainly my starting lineup, very businesslike when the game's on the line, and really came through. And I think Bebe's response after that Florida State game, we have a very honest team. We have a very caring team, but we're tough on each other. And, we were a little bit tough on Bay the last couple of days, and she responded like a champion, and she's just a competitor. And when Bay's thinking about how to make Miami win, we're one of the best teams in the country. And she definitely had an agenda tonight to make sure that, put the team on the back, score when we needed her to, pass when we needed her to, defend Amber White, who's a fantastic point guard, and I thought Bay just got her completely out of her game and forced her into 7 turnovers. And Amber White's a big-time one-on-one basketball player. So Bay did huge things for us tonight, and I love that response. I'm really proud of her.
You guys were up 15 with about 10 minutes to go.
Yeah.
I think 6-minute mark was your last field goal. What? Just not, the execution on the offense just not there?
We did some silly stuff. I think we overpassed in that situation. We were running, a little bit longer into our offenses, obviously, because we wanted to, because it's silly to take a quick shot in that situation. And then we'd have a choice between a 5-foot pull-up or 2-foot dump off. And I don't like, anytime we're 5 foot within the basket, I don't want anyone to pass. I want them to finish that play. But, we really had talked about sharing the basketball this week in practice, and we came up with 17 assists, which I thought were phenomenal. But we overpassed, frankly. We overpassed. And, we were surprised to get the ball, because we know in our system we don't overpass that close to the basket, so then the post player didn't get a clean catch, and we had a lot of fumbles. The opposite of a selfish team. We really were. At the end, we should have been a little bit more selfish.
What was going through your mind when Bebe went down with 15 minutes to go? Was it something serious? I mean, she was
my mind was actually going straight through my stomach and back out. She was playing. I'm telling you, her defensive effort was so important in this game plan. And so offensively, I wasn't going to be as nervous. But, not many people can keep Amber White out of what we call the shoot in the middle of the court. Not many females can do it. That kid's great. And I thought Bay, found her out and allowed us not to get too vulnerable behind the pressure. And we would have missed that a ton. So, an ankle usually leads to you not being very good on the defensive end, and I thought she bounced back. And that's the thing, she's special, and she responds. And I was very happy when the trainer kind of gave me the thumbs up.
A lot of people talked about Bebe and Shanice Lott, but Morgan Stroman had a huge game. If you want to just talk about her a little bit, what she brings to the table.
Yeah, that was huge, and I felt like we broke down film, and like I said, in a very honest manner, and we missed Stro a little bit in Florida State. We missed her on some cuts and some slashes, and that's her game. And so that was an obvious agenda on our part, is to get Stro the ball on the move. They're flooding our scores and kind of having to choose between cutting Stroman or double teaming Bay on a penetration or Mo on a penetration. And so we started off the game and got Stro off right away, and it was from Shanice and Bay. And even Stephanie Ederstrom found her real quick. I was happy with that. That's coaching and execution and a mature team. And I was really glad that they responded like that. They did exactly what we asked them to do in response to Florida State. And we out-rebounded NC State, who I think had been out-rebounded every opponent, including their rebounding totals in the conference. They were positive. And we got slaughtered on the boards at Florida State. So, great response by the team. But we should have handled it a little bit better towards the end.
I guess, were you a little nervous about the ankle when you first went out, or did you think it was worse than it was?
I don't know. I always get hurt in practice. Shoot around, I actually hurt my Achilles, but I came right back like the next play. So If I can't get up, then it's serious. Like, if I can get up and walk myself to the court, then I'm okay.
It seemed like as soon as you got back into the game, you were dropping hard to the basket right from the moment you stepped on the floor. Let's talk about that.
Doing what coach told me to do. I mean, you know what I got to do to have the team win. And it's not all about me scoring.
I guess about the defense, the defensive assignment on Andrew White tonight, just what your mentality was coming in.
Actually, I said I wasn't going to focus like on too much trying to like score the ball. Like, so right away I came out dumbing out to Morgan, like trying to get steals and rebounding. I wasn't getting rebounds or steals, and Coach Keeger came to me and she was like a little bit more effort on the defensive end. So and that's what changed everything.
Yeah, what do you have to say about your shot selection this game?
I actually got in trouble.
Don't give everything away.
For the last three, and I accepted it. It was like poor decision. It would never happen again. But other than that, I think I did a pretty good job.
Great. I shot over 50%.
I guess looking ahead the schedule now, Sunday, I guess talk about that game, the next one.
Yeah, that you know, that's always a battle, and the Georgia Tech Miami series is just last possession almost every time we play. Comes down to some, you know, some freak play most of the time, some strange aberration of basketball, and the game turns. And so it's mentally the most intense game usually of the year. We just really mentally lock heads with that team and really battle. So you know, it's going to be a heck of a game, and we're going to have a ton of energy. And I was happy with you know, Chanel Williams and the minutes we got off the bench tonight. Mariah Brown, they're strong kids, and we really needed their strength tonight. We're going to need them again against Georgia Tech because, you know, it's going to be hard for with the intensity of that game for these guys to be playing over 35 minutes. It's going to be tough.
Looking forward to that one. Anyway, Georgia Tech. Just
always, every time.
I think this was the highest scoring game against an ACC opponent this season. What was the emphasis to pull?
That's so funny because, you know, I thought we left so many points at the free throw line. It's amazing. Like, really, you just say that, I look down like, gee, yeah, 84, and we left at least 10 points at the line. We missed front ends and 101s. With, like, our great free throw shooters missed front ends and 101s. So, you know, that was, we expected it to be a high scoring game. We wanted to keep NC State in the 60s and couldn't do it. So that was hopefully an entertaining game. A lot of free throws though.
All right, guys, thanks.
Thanks for coming out, y'all. Appreciate it.